talking a lot about graduate jobs, graduate opportunities, where to find them, applications, and all of that. If you've not watched that video, it's in the description box below. The link is in the description box below. But today, I want to do something different. I don't want to just sit and talk. I want to walk you through the process of how these things are done, with a day in the life vlog. So, you're welcome to a day in the life. It's Rosemary Chinazar. All right, to post that, we have to eat, of course. Vlogging is actually brain taxing, and we cannot do a brain taxing activity without feeding our stomach first. So, you guys are going to follow me to the kitchen to go and prep something before we get into the details of this video. Okay? This cooking will in any way concern job applications or as part of the day in the life, yeah. I just wanted to spice in a bit on my channel. That's why I'm cooking and showing you guys as I cook. So I want to just more about that thing about Lagos being the land of opportunity. Yeah. So I agree, I agree. Like I don't have any doubt that Lagos is the land of opportunity, but I feel like it's saturated. The job market is saturated, and so people are coming to the for job and it's looking difficult for people to get in. So especially these graduate training, they are very, very competitive, extremely competitive. Like thousands of graduates are applying for this role every year. So you can imagine. But yeah, let me show you guys or tell you guys how I applied for these jobs, where I find them, and how I handle rejections and whatnot. Cause now maybe I started this job application thing while I was serving. Like I was using my call up letter to apply for jobs, and I thought it was not something so many people knew until I started joining job group chats, and I saw that a lot of persons already knew the format and they were already applying the format. So if you're currently serving or you're rounding up, it's good that you start applying early. Put your call up letter in place of your NYSC discharge certificate. Chances are that you get called. If you're not called, no problem, just keep it going. So this whole job thing is not easy. Like if you join group chats of these graduate training programs, you see thousands of persons applying for that particular job, and at the end of the day they just want to take 10 people. That's why they go through their different stages of their recruitment process, to assessment stage, one interview, or even more than one, then assessment center, case studies. Like they'll just try to make the thing difficult for people just to filter out candidates. And then if you're coming to join the queue, just come prepared, come with your A game, because this job market is saturated. Meanwhile, my plantain frittata turned out to be just plantain and egg, but I'm going to eat it like that. So let's get to the business of this video. So in the description box of my previous video where I talked about graduate trainee roles, I dropped some websites where you can get job opportunities, especially graduate trainee opportunities. And what I would usually do when I'm applying to jobs is that I tailor my CV for each job application. I don't use one particular CV, it's been working for me, so I just continue. And it's easy for me because I get to use my phone to create that CV. I do not need to use my laptop to edit my CV whenever I want to apply to any job. I just use my phone, and I made a video on that, on how I use my phone to create a CV. Very easy. The app is very easy, structures your CV properly. So what I will usually do is copy the description of each job application, and then I take it to Gemini. I attach my CV and I send a prompt. This is the prompt that I use. I say create a professional CV for graduate training position at X company. Highlight measurable achievements, relevant skills and qualifications. Focus on action verbs, leadership, problem solving and teamwork experience. Include sections for education, professional certifications, internships, projects and relevant volunteer work. Tailor the CV for specific, like you now add if it's finance, HR or corporate communication, whatever job role it is, to match keywords recruiters search for in that particular description, job description. Keep it concise, clear and formatted for 8 years. So once I'm done creating that CV, I just click on the link to apply to that particular job. Some of them you fill forms for them, while some others you have to send an email to them. Okay, so whichever one it is, I just go ahead to do it. So that is done. Um, the next thing would be interview questions. Yeah, so I'm going to drop a link in the description to a thread on X where someone posted interview questions, and then I'm also going to make a video on possible interview questions for graduate training opportunities. And exactly how do I prepare for them? I just prepare for them. There's no particular method I use to prepare for them. I just prepare for them. So now in your job application process, you're going to get rejected sometimes. If you're lucky, you will never get rejected. I pray that's going to be your story. But if you ever get rejected in your job applications, how do I handle rejections? I just tell myself that if it didn't work out, it means that that particular job was not for me. But oftentimes it's because I failed a particular process. For example, when I was applying to GT Bank, I made it to the test stage. I was very excited, but I failed the test. Okay, and when I failed the test, what I was thinking was the reason for failing the test was actually not it. So, how do you handle rejection? Sometimes you just sit and evaluate what happened, what went wrong, and you ask questions where necessary. Ask yourself questions where necessary. Where did I go wrong? If you made it to the test stage, it means your CV is good. Okay, that means if you fail the test, analyze, is it numerical reasoning you failed, spatial reasoning, verbal reasoning? In my case, I failed abstract reasoning because the past questions that I got for that particular test was more of numerical reasoning, and that's what I had practiced. But along the line, what was set was more of abstract and spatial reasoning. So I figured that was my weak point and I had to work on it. I had to start watching videos on that so that next time I get a better look. So that's exactly what I do. So I decided to treat myself to an apple because I successfully made this video after several procrastination. So I deserve it, of course. And the reason is because I've decided to prioritize progress over perfection. I've decided to prioritize progress over perfection. No matter how it is, I'll just do it. It doesn't mean that I'm now going to do something that is not, I'm not going to under deliver or I'm not putting my best. But then again, I'll not stay stopped, try to be perfect in that particular thing. I just get on the move and ensure that I'm progressing. So, cheers to that. So, let me know in the comment section what other video you'd like me to make, and then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and as a way of encouraging you to do more videos. Thank you very much for always supporting this channel. I love you. Bye.